Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He'll start at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. Go.
His drive will start on the ground. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Second and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Sending a receiver right. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This is intercepted. Whoa. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
12. Hey, Ram. 21. Let's go, man. Home troops right.
Now, Herbert. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll get this into the hands of Austin. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. On play action, now Herbert. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Whoa! And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll begin here on the ground. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
On the ready. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Go. Go.
On first and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
He'll air it out down the middle. That is hard. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today, and I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
This one is hauled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mevis, good on the extra point. The Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. Austin brought in motion. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Shotgun now for Herbert. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Okay, break. 18 reps, 18 reps. Let's go now. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
Come on, set.
A tight end in motion now. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
21.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Back left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Set.
Herbert to throw. He fumbled the football. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it. So Philly will retain possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one is complete to Hardman.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing now is Herbert. Going up top. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It was Marshawn Kneeland there to stop it. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, He ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll check this down to the running back. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Some play by the quarterback he got. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Off-balance throw. It's complete. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now, he'll air one out. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Here's a designed run. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. So, 3. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Now he'll run.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Checking it down. This one is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Dane Belton.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn. Rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the two goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on second and third down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come?
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Mevis, good on the extra point. Cowboys add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, Barkley. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Ready? 19, 18. 19, Lions. Cut 19. Cut 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
They'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
On the set. Go!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Once again, it's Barkley. Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles, and he's going to have the Chargers.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Eagles.
Go!
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that...
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles cut into the lead a little bit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Come on, set! Set, go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.